And so once again, we join our mystical hero on top of a pyramid! Why is he on a pyramid? Why is the pyramid made of solid gold? Hell if we know.
Link is climbing down a pyramid.
Because
why is he climbing down a
pyramids.
I had this piece of heart there. Probably shouldn't miss it.
Not like you need them for this playthrough's conditions.
It was just so well
except
hidden.
for the... I guess you're doing 100% as well as no damage.
But of course, I'll make Mike proud of me and I'll get that one heart piece.
Ha.
Oh. But before we go to the next dungeon, we have errands to attend to.
Hooray! Exploring the dark
We have a
world.
fish to bother, don't we?
We do have something of a very fishy nature to bother, yes. There's
Look
also
at all
something-
this stuff you can't do anything with yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good thing vertical hitboxes are weird in this game.
Yes.
These things have a surprising amount of health. Oh, and they do 3 hearts of damage, by the way.
As much as I love this game, it does have some pretty weird hitboxes.
That's pretty much the only big issue with the game is his hit detection is bizarre, but everything else is good.
And that guy has nothing worth buying.
So, you might remember that I gave a mushroom to the magic shop lady ages ago.
Oh, yes.
Well, it finally crossed my mind to actually go pick up the magic powder. I totally meant to do this. It was more efficient to do it this way because it'd be ready to go on my next travel. I didn't mean to do this. I was supposed to pick it up after going to Zora Lake.
But
Demonstration!
it replaced all the extra mushrooms you picked up.
Can you
Yes, I
talk
did.
to those after you transform them?
I didn't want to chance it because you still get electrocuted if you poke them.
I know you can
Yeah.
in Link's Awakening, and they just go, "Hey, man!"
Whereas now they look kind of like nerdy things in overalls. Or suspenders, I guess.
They look basically the same in Link's Awakening after you hit them with powder, but they're Jamaican for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very bizarre.
And here we have Darkwood Alter Rocks. They're pretty much the same except purple.
Speaking of Link's Awakening, Link to the Past is a lot easier to navigate than Link's Awakening, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
But I just randomly started playing Link's Awakening again, and I beat the 3rd dungeon, but I couldn't find the 4th one for like hours.
A wild wish cache has appeared.
Oh no! Hey, there's goggles for some reason, it looks like. Well, this is what this probably looks like. But we have the Quake Medallion. I really wanted to get this now because I have a very specific reason for it that pops up in a later video.
Interesting.
So sorry, sir. I didn't read your sign first. I threw things into the rock first.
You should have thrown the sign in there for extra spite.
I just wanted to.
I think that's what I usually do.
Like, you want me throwing things into the lake, huh? Huh? Yeah, I definitely dodged that.
That wasn't close at all.
Well, I don't know what the hell is wrong with past me, but this seems to happen in every freaking video.
It makes it more exciting for the viewers at home.
Well, either it makes their butt clench really hard, but one of the two.
Possibly both.
That's a description.
Yeah, for some reason, it's a common description of when things cause some extra tension.
Well, I mean, when all your muscles tense up. It sort of works out that way.
Also, these Cyclops dudes, they're kind of really nasty, so let's just stun that.
They kind of take forever to kill.
That works pretty well.
They throw bombs, and the bombs will detonate even if you hit them with a sword beam, so you usually end up blowing your face off.
Yeah. By the way, I don't think I ever really used the medallions much in this game.
I don't either, but there's a couple of particular rooms I really like having them for.
I use the ether medallion a lot.
Either one is pretty great, and probably the flashiest one. By the way, welcome to the Dark World version of Saherdier!
I can't think of a
It's
mushroom.
a shrubbery!
I can't think of a mushroom where pun name based on his name quick enough.
It's a shrub. I don't know. Something to do with shrubs. And you know,
Perhaps.
his house is almost identical, complete with the really crumbly wall in the back.
I don't know why, but I always interpreted that sprite as a mushroom.
Well, we don't
I think the Link to the Past comic that was released in Nintendo Power said it was a tree.
Uh,
Yeah, I can kind of see that. It looks like a little sapling.
I think I interpret it as a mushroom because those little lines when he's wiggling around might be like spores or something. I don't know.
Okay, so the
Yeah, that could work.
darkwood fusion of crows, you don't want to screw with them. They hurt a lot. I think they're another thing that takes 3 hearts off you.
Dark World in general hurts a lot more than Light World.
I always get lost here.
Don't blame you for that one.
I keep trying to tell people that birds are evil, but they don't believe me.
But that's
Man.
not a bird, it's a small pterodactyl.
And that's a monkey.
That's a monkey.
Yeah,
I love
monkey.
rupees more than anything, but I won't get a job. Please pay me.
So here we pay off the monkey so he'll follow us because we need Kiki to open the palace for us because Link is not acrobatic and therefore cannot jump.
Link doesn't have lockpicking skill high enough.
Well, welcome to the Palace of Monkeys, as the outside decorations would think.
But only the outside decoration.
Evil, greedy monkeys.
You press the switch for us on the top of the palace. Because Link would definitely not be able to get up there on his own.
Welcome to the first Dark World dungeon.
It looks extremely similar to the Eastern Palace first room. That's because that was intentional.
Features
yes.
statues on both the inside and the outside, which don't resemble any of the actual enemies in the dungeon.
And being a dark world, the tradition's gonna be that everything's gonna be really dark and broody in terms of coloration. I really gotta stop almost getting hit by everything.
Yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
it's pretty gray, but I don't know, it never really bothered me that much.
So you may notice how much time is left in the video. This dungeon
Is relatively long.
So it went from being an incredibly short dungeon to a fairly long one.
This dungeon is absolutely obnoxious to navigate. I'm pretty like I still make mistakes with my route even after a few practice runs and after failing to record this several times.
Yeah.
Zelda, what are you doing on these
this
panels
is
now?
This is Zelda's payphone. Okay.
It's Zeldashala.
Well, she's let us know that she's hanging out in a place called Turtle Rock. We'll be there in a while.
Yeah. Like that's supposed to be the 8th dungeon or something.
It'll be a while. Okay, so these dudes. They're your traditional, they'll move in the opposite direction. Well, they'll move in pretty much the same direction you are. The red one moves in the opposite direction. Sort of.
The more important thing about the red one is that you can't stab it, and it will shoot at you if it lines up right.
Yes.
If you have it so it faces you at any point, it will shoot fire at you. And that fire hurts like a bitch, so don't get hit by it.
Can you block with your shield there, though?
I think so. Actually, no, it's one of the really big fireballs, so I don't think you can actually block it.
But that shield's whole point
Electric
is that
jellyfish,
it can block
because those
fire.
are in every game.
Definitely didn't get hit there!
What?
It passed under me while I was still going technically over it, because vertical hitbox detection in this game is weird. Pegasus boots get me in so much trouble.
Look at those goddamn mole things. They're so annoying to look at. They're
Yes,
just
they are.
mocking you. But it is pretty amazing that they've actually brought those back in Link Between Worlds.
Why are there whack-a-moles? Like seriously, of all the things they
To
could
tempt
use...
you to use the hammer.
I know, but whack-a-moles really... Oh yeah, this is the standard fairy room of the dungeon. There seems to be one of those in every dungeon, but I'm sure there'll be an exception here and there.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, demonstration!
Ah, yes.
It probably helps speedrunners sometimes.
Yeah, that's way faster than walking back.
Another thing I never thought of doing. I think I even knew that it worked, but still.
But there's these enemies, we can't even kill them right now. And this is where I go the wrong way.
Well,
Whoops.
it's this dungeon, so you're bound to do it at least once.
Pretty much, hey, these guys are back. And they're doing the exact same thing they did the first time.
Oh no, scary skulls!
I never made that connection either. This ambushed group of skeletons in the first dungeon thing.
And once again, we're back at the start. So this is the way I was supposed to go the first time. Suspiciously bombable floor. Now, you can always recognize if it's safe to fall down somewhere because the actual damage pits will be solid black as opposed to having a texture.
Right.
Right.
But more importantly, going up this way will lead us to... Pinky!
Yay!
Hooray.
And this is why I went the wrong way earlier, because you dropped down here at this point anyways.
Right.
Slightly less than optimal road. Ah!
Oh no.
Not my optimization in a no damage run. Curses!
You're fired.
Oh, I fell at my job.
Your YouTube job, yes.
Also, do notice how we have 10 hearts right now, so yeah, there are 20 heart containers in this game. 20.
That's a lot.
It is indeed quite a lot.
That is
of
not a
heart
small
containers.
number.
Especially if you collect the defense upgrades.
Yes. So then there's this bit where if you don't hurry up,
Yeah.
the tiles are gonna fall over all over you.
And then there's those things that you're not supposed to stab in the face, but it works anyway.
Don't question the hitboxes, he'll make you sad. Okay, I just wanted to demonstrate the good bee. I can't see most of the fire enemies
bee?
here. So, go, my minion! Destroy everything in which I cannot see!
That's a pretty good use of the bee, I gotta say.
Yep, I was just like, you know, this room could cause trouble, so let's just sick him! I don't know if there's another bee other than just this one that you get from the ice rod place, but, you know, whatever.
I want to say there is, but I have no idea where it would be.
Unfortunately, our little friend only stays with us for one room. Also, goddamn the
Oh, you
boss-
can't re-net him?
Oh, I'm a dumb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can recatch the bee. Well, you can do it in Link Between Worlds at least.
I'm a dumb! It's
Is it-
hammer time!
As long as I'm in these videos, there's gonna be a theme of me occasionally referencing Link Between Worlds because of the similarities.
I haven't played the game yet. I need to
Oh.
get my 3DS capture card.
If you do capture that with the 3DS capture card, I would be happy to join in on that too, because that game is so good, oh my gosh.
It was a really awesome game.
Well, now we have the magic hammer, which is one of the most pitiful hammers I've ever seen in a video game.
Link Between Worlds has the hammer and it's better in that.
Good, because look at that tiny thing. It's a freaking mallet that you use for, like... Okay, so technically I've used a mallet like that for pounding in nails before because I didn't have a regular hammer on me at the time, but whatever.
But it's certainly not the kind of mallet you use in combat.
Well, would you rather it was Amy Rose's squeak toy hammer?
No, thank you.
At least that one's larger, it probably has more range.
But it's still a squeaky toy.
Can't you hit these things with magic powder to turn them into fairies?
I never knew that.
I think they're called anti-fairies.
Neither did I.
And I'm pretty sure that that's a thing you can do.
Also, there was a single arrow in that chest. Worth it! And this room is an analog to that one blue-floored, blue roofy room in the Eastern Palace. This is one of the only dungeons that is like, well, this is kind of like the Light World version, except. Also, this is our favorite noise, yep.
I always like doing that to those
Yes.
things, though.
So I want to see something really silly.
Ah, yes, this. I've done this before.
Most effective combat strategy!
That is
yeah!
very silly.
Perspective is irrelevant.
And sometimes you turn around at complete random. Or it's off to the side. You're not
Even though you're
supposed to
already charging, what?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to turn when you have a sword charge. This is really weird, but it works.
That is very bizarre.
This game has interesting ways of programming vertical perspective, to say the least.
Yeah. Man, that thing takes forever to kill.
I should have just hopped out and then went out of its spin attacks, but whatever.
I
We
guess it's,
poked them to death.
I guess you're
I would have
supposed to
probably
knock
tossed
them
a bomb
off.
and had done with it.
Also works. Yeah.
I do have 30 of them, I probably should have. But instead I shall use the bomb for this purpose.
Oh, it works.
That doesn't really accomplish anything at all, but, you know, it was your style or whatnot. Also, I was pushing down and it went sideways. Physics!
Yeah, the pushing stuff physics in this game seems to be off a little bit sometimes too.
Oh well, at least most of the stuff that's broken isn't in a way that causes trouble, except the hitboxes.
Yes.
So here we have a room exactly like that other one.
As if navigating this dungeon wasn't bad enough.
It's at least a different color floor.
It has identical rooms, it has fake bombable things.
That's the least obvious thing to do.
I always thought that was fairly intuitive. I mean, Zelda games are all about shooting eyes.
Well, to be fair, this is the first Zelda game I ever played, so... When I got to this part, I kind of wandered
This is also
around.
a fair point.
Yeah, I wandered around there for a while, not knowing what to do, because nothing really hints at it, and I hadn't played other Zelda games, so I didn't know about shooting eyes.
Well, I mean, like, the enemy that statue resembles is in the same dungeon where you get the bow and you're encouraged to shoot them in the eye to hurt them.
This is true, but sometimes I am a dumb.
Also, it's different. It's a different color than the other statues that looked like it in this dungeon.
So eventually I'm gonna remember that you can just pound them again with the hammer to kill them in one hit, which I think happens in this room.
Looks like it.
So this room actually causes
Well, at least
a
that
lot of
looks kind
trouble.
of stylish.
Yeah, this one caused a few failures. You know, most of the hard stuff in this dungeon is right at the end of it. I can't even begin to describe how many times I failed on the boss.
The boss is aggravating. Hey, this boss's gimmick is encouraging you to use a weapon that's shorter than every other range in the game.
Yeah, I didn't use the hammer.
Yeah, really.
But screw that, you can just bomb him.
Why do you think I got 30 bombs in the Pound
Exactly.
of Happiness? It makes me happy to have 30 bombs right now. Also, I don't want to fight him. I really don't. I'm looking for a way out. Please let me out.
Oh.
Link's face when he's trying to push something down is just... Now imagine if that damaged you when you rammed into walls.
Very sad. So here we have the Helm Sword, I think this is called.
Something
It's
like that.
weird
Yep.
hitboxes, and hitting that mask is a pain. Also, to dodge his tail, the easiest way to do it is to be directly in his face. Or you get really lucky if
Or
he's-
be very lucky.
Yeah, if he swings in the wrong direction, then you're okay. But sometimes he'll shoot out fireballs, so it's really kind of nerve-wracking for him to try and dodge directly in his face. He was being generous this time and wasn't shooting very many fireballs, but goddamn does he ever start going fast.
I have a question.
Yes,
Why the heck are there spikes in the back?
just to really make you feel sad about trying to get behind him.
Well, there's no reason to get behind him because his weak point is his head.
All I
You
know
get
is,
nothing whatsoever for doing that.
to make you accidentally die by trying to pick up the heart right here.
That would suck a lot.
Oh god. Yeah, I was happy to be done with that test, to say the least, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong. You could throw the bomb at the wrong time and explode yourself. The tail is really vague in terms of where it's going to aim. If he shoots out the fireballs during the tail phase when you're trying to get the mask off, that causes all sorts of trouble. Yeah, it's just annoying.
You rescued a
So,
princess.
can I have this thing?
Well, there's a lady trapped inside of it. You can't keep it.
Well, that's the thing! Come on, I'm a dragon. It's a nice shiny gem and it's got a maiden inside it. I should really want this thing.
Bro, no. Bro,
Bro,
no.
overcome your base instincts, please.
So, this maiden is informing us about the plot, though, so it's letting us know what Aghanim's trying to do. Also, is it just me, or it's probably just the lighting, but it looks like her skin is green.
It
Yeah, a
it's
little bit.
probably because of the transparent blue in front of it, but
Probably.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's it.
it does look a little green.
So, did we get all that, by the way? Were we actually paying attention to her?
No.
Will there be a quiz on this?
Pop quiz! Starting right now!
No!